let me show you how to make these amazing flatbreads at home.
Today I'm going to try to make flatbreads indoors. I have a recipe that I found in a book that I purchased on Amazon. The book is called Chasing Smoke, Cooking Over Fire Around Levant. Now, it's raining outside, I don't have a fire, I have a bread maker and a stove. So we're going to try and improvise a little bit, but I am going to be making flatbreads for our chicken fajita dinner tonight. So we're going to use menu number 31 and 32 on the bread maker. 31 is bread kneading and 32 is rising. And let's take a look at the recipe. So this is what it looks like inside of the book. Now the recipe calls for 500 grams of flour. We're going to use Allison's strong bread flour. 1 teaspoon of dry yeast. So this is dried yeast. I also use Allison's dry yeast. I keep the yeast in the fridge so that it's nice and fresh. 2 teaspoons of salt, just basic table salt is fine. 1 teaspoon of sugar, again just a golden granulated sugar. 250 to 300 milliliters of water. I kind of measured about 280 milliliters of water there. And 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I no longer use sunflower oils or seed oils, so instead we are going to use the avocado oil. This one is Good Fats avocado oil. So we'll put all the ingredients into the pan, and then we'll use the bread maker to knead it and rise it, and then once the bread is ready to be cooked, we'll then fry it, roll it into flat pancakes, and then fry it in the frying pan on the stove. Sorry about all the tomatoes. I had to pick them all, even the green ones, and I'm trying to ripen them at home. 500 grams of flour. So that's all of it. That's about half a packet. Make sure you use strong white bread flour. So that's flour. What's next? I should really keep it open somewhere, maybe here. So 1 teaspoon of dry yeast. Now, normally if you are making a bread in this bread maker, there is a yeast compartment at the top. But for this, don't use it. I made a mistake last time when I was trying to do it, because for basic menu number 31, which is kneading, the bread maker does kneading. It doesn't actually it will not drop the yeast from the compartment. So I made that mistake and nearly my bread didn't work. So I will put the yeast, which is 1 teaspoon of yeast, straight into the pan. Okay, so don't make the mistake that I did by putting it in the bread maker at the top. 2 teaspoons of salt. And again, let's just measure that out. That's the just plain table salt. 2 teaspoons. Okay. 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's a teaspoons or teaspoons, yes. Again, 1 teaspoon of sugar. 250 milliliters of water. Water goes in here as well. And 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So this is nice avocado oil. 1, 2. That's it. Now, and that's it. Everything will go now into the bread maker to be mixed. So you put it in the bread maker, click in place so it doesn't lift, close the lid, and then I'll show you how to switch it on, and I'll walk you through what to do next. Just to show you what's happened there. So everything is inside, including the yeast. So don't make a mistake of putting the yeast into this compartment at the top. Now we're going to go to menu number 31. So let's go down. 32, 31, menu number 31, 20 minutes. That is 31 bread kneading. Now we press go and the bread maker will immediately start kneading the bread. Once it beeps, we'll then change the menu to 32 and let it rise. So this is a fully manual settings now we are using. So let's press go. You can see it's kneading. So we'll check on it in a minute. In about 15 to 20 minutes, I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll just leave it to rise. So we'll come back to it in a minute.
The kneading is all done now, so now let's switch on the menu number 32 to rise it. Annoyingly, if you want to now move on to menu 32, you have to switch the bread maker off completely. And then you start again by choosing menu 32 from the list. So let's switch that on and then let the bread rise. So menu 32 will take 30 minutes to rise your bread. So let's switch it on. When you hear the beep, it's time to shake your bread dough out of the pan. And now simply you just need to knead it just for the final time before cooking it. So now just gently sort of roll it in your hands, get a bit of texture, and you can add a bit of flour so that the bread doesn't stick to the surface. And now roll them nice and thin on a floured surface to make sure that your dough doesn't stick. Fry them quickly in a really nice hot frying pan. Make sure you do not put any oil, literally just a pan and heat. That's it. Enjoy your amazing flatbreads and subscribe.